So, very good morning here on another green morning, guys. It seems the stocks doesn't want to go up. The stock market keeps being green every morning since I don't even remember when was the last day when we started the day in reddish. Now, let's have a look into the market futures. As of this morning, we have the S&P futures up 0.22%, though insignificant up, but slightly up, and it's not down. That's the main part of it, right? Dow also a little bit, a quarter percentage up. Nasdaq a little bit more up. Nasdaq, I think Nasdaq is now at the all-time high through Apple, and that's just unbelievable. Technology stocks and companies that are in the digitalization are way ahead in this health crisis because everything changed to digitalization. As I few times already said, the best quote I have heard was in a Microsoft conference call that they did for the quarter earnings, and they said that they see a push of 2 years forward into the digitalization through of this health crisis. So very, very interesting. Then we have also the Russell is a little bit up. Then let me see, crude oil is down a little bit, but insignificant. So as you can see, very friendly as of this morning in the US. And this is not only in the US, it's also everywhere in the world. So Asia markets are also up. South Korea, for example, jumps nearly 2% as Asia Pacific stocks mostly edge higher. So everywhere the people and investors are more, let's say, open for more upside rather than downside, which is, I think, fantastic. So I can see that definitely worldwide doesn't mean that it's just in the US, though the overall situation obviously doesn't get better. We see this current situation. I don't want to say it's going out of control, but it's getting out of control. Dr. Pouchey is really critical to the current situation. He thinks that some states are reopening too fast. They are not reopening correct, right? He is trying to say that they maybe should pause for some time, and the data that is coming in is really concerning in terms of cases are spiking in Nevada and Texas, in Florida. So you see really, the new hotspots could be, for example, Arizona as well, right? We definitely need to watch this closely. It seems that more younger people are getting it now because, more of interaction. The older people are staying at home or trying to avoid to, spread everything. So which is a good news. However, it's very, very closely to watch how this develop and which economical steps are being taken. We know that the administration, at least in US, doesn't want another lockdown, but maybe a partially lockdown. Dr. Pouchey says it would be good to make like a pause to the reopening because some states are still reopening, and maybe this would be a solution to slow it a little bit down. It's very hard, guys. Now I see now the summer is coming. People want to go outside, right? It was a totally different situation than February. It was where it was still very cold in some states, so people doesn't mind, and it was something very novel. And people don't mind to stay at home for a bit, and when everything is closed, then it's much easier. But if everything opens and you cannot or should not go out, or limit your movements, then I think it's really hard for the people to have limited life. But yeah, I think it's also the mentality of the states itself, because Arizona, I think, was, pretty much open all the time almost. So very, very curious how this will further play out. However, yeah, so this is what you definitely should watch. Then on the other side, some news about the next maybe big bankruptcy filing. Wirecard ex-boss Brown was arrested, obviously, because of this $2.1 billion that was missing in this accounting fraud. And obviously, he resigned, but he got arrested. And I saw a nice comment on this. Wirecard is missing $2.1 billion. They are on the verge of bankruptcy. The CEO is arrested, and these are great reasons to absolutely invest into this company. So I think it was yesterday when the stock actually went up. Let me just have a look. Let me pull this up here. I think it was then 18%, guys. 18%. And the company is almost done. It really reminds me of the Hertz situation, where Hertz is bankrupt. People will lose their money. But, let's try it out, right? It's absolutely insane, guys. Where the stock came from and where it is. Let's have a quick look into the overall chart for year to date. And as you see, on the highest points here, let me zoom out a little bit. From the highest points here, the stock was at 140 euros, which is about, $120 to 17, guys. That's crazy. But if accounting fraud, some people ask me also from our members or viewers, should I invest into Wirecard? It was somewhere here where the stock lost very much. But I said, if there is any rumors that there is accounting fraud, then this is absolutely no touch for me. It doesn't matter which company it is. It's really not worth it, guys, to try. This is gamble, guys. This is not investing. This is gamble. And therefore, I believe it's something that I would not touch. There was another news on CNBC that I wanted to share with you guys. And that most of the people are actually shorting the market, which is a contra. Let me see if I find it real quick. No, I don't see it right now here. No, so actually the stock market is saying that, or there are signs that there's lots and lots of, let's say, shorting into the market, which is always a nice contrary indicator. Why? Because short selling. Short selling is, buying the stock and then selling it, or renting the stock and then selling it back to the market on the hopes that the stock market or the stocks goes down, and then you can buy it back for lower price and have a nice profit. Now, however, if the stock market continue to rise, you have to buy the stock back at a certain point, because otherwise you will have unlimited losses, right? Plus the premiums that the short sellers are paying are incredible. And therefore, this shorting of the market could lead into more of a short squeeze to even more push the overall market higher. So I'm very, very interesting how the next couple of weeks will be. It will be a super interesting time, because you have the stimulus, you have so many news that are waiting on the positive side as well, like what happened to vaccine candidates, what happened with another stimulus package. If those news that are just waiting to go out the next couple of weeks come out, then I think we could see new, or maybe not new highs, but very close to new highs on the stock market. So let's have a look also what you need to know on the economical calendar side. So if there's anything to consider today before we start into the day. And Europe, we have a ECB President Lane speech, not lame speech. Then we have the house pricing index month to month. Other than that, not really big events. Tomorrow, though, will be again the initial job claims. This will be interesting. But other than that, it's quite uneventful day on the stock market. So make sure to smash that like button on the way out. This really helps me. And also I'm appreciating if you are just following me on Instagram, Wolf of Dubai Danny, if you want to know a little bit about behind the stage, right? If I'm not vlogging or streaming, then I am somewhere around, and sometimes I'm posting, which is sometimes interesting for you guys as well. Then I wish you a very nice and pleasant trading day, and I see you later with a brand new vlog and tonight's live stream. So have a great day, and I see you later.